she got 3 pussies, 6 titties. How many booty holes she got? Are my lips that big?
They thought you were Raven, girl.
She activates her Ozempic with a light bulb.
She's all, I'm on Ozempic.
Oh my God.
So let's dim the lights.
Tighten your tucks.
And let the floor show begin! And now we're in black lights. I'm Kendra Onixxx.
And I'm Mayday, and you're watching the Boulet Brothers Dragula, Season 5, Episode 7. BOUview!
Mama. Yes, we're all doing this in one night.
Yes, we are.
Quick little makeup change. Let's get into this episode. So the bottom 2 for last episode was JK and Fantasia. Rightfully so.
Rightfully so. Although you did say that you would have seen also, was it Orgotic?
It was.
Yeah. Which, okay, that's a gag. But, I mean, as far as the bottom 2, yeah.
Yes, 100%.
And we have our winner.
So I've noticed the Neon Orc are getting even closer.
Girl, tongues.
Tongues.
Tongues closer.
Tongues. There was probably some stones in his mouth.
Yeah.
Like, it was probably. But ultimately, Fantasia walks in, 6 pounds, 4 ounces heavier.
Yes.
With a little baby that she gave birth to. She is no longer Fantasia Royale Gaga. She is now Fantasia Royale Mama! So that means JK is gone. You're dead.
Bye.
Sorry, boo. You gotta die.
Happy skin.
Bye.
Adios.
Imagine my hair just flew the fuck off.
Oh.
Yeah. And Blackberry won last weekend. I agree. Sexbot. Great.
It was great. It was great.
So this week, the fright feed is administered by my sister, Miss Coco Kane. Looking stunting as usual.
Yes, she looks stunning.
And so the challenge is
that they have to do their makeup using 99-cent store Halloween makeup.
Do you think you could do that?
I think so. I think I've dabbled on it a couple times.
It's hard.
Well, I mean, we talked about this earlier. We come from a generation where we were not always having the most
the makeup wasn't as readily accessible as it is
yeah
now.
Like, you know,
so I have used 99
drugstore makeup was not in its prime at all.
As long as you have a setting powder. I didn't see anybody with the setting powder there, but as long as you have a setting powder, I feel like this is a doable challenge.
But 99-cent store Halloween makeups, when do they ever sell setting powders?
I would have did like Neo did and took some out of my wig.
True. She stays ready.
Huh.
That means she stays ready.
Cause she ain't gotta get ready.
Honey. She's like, girl, I'm gonna have to use this sometime.
Then she pulled out some weave glue.
Yeah. Kudos to you, bitch.
Hey, if you ain't cheating, that's what we say in the army. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
That's not cheating, she's clever.
I mean, hey, use all your resources.
Clever.
Isn't that what they say? Use all your resources.
Yep.
And she did. But ultimately, the winner of the fright feed is
Throb Zombie. I don't agree.
Who do you think should have won?
I think Fantasia had cool, I liked her approach. It was very dots. She, you know, if it was blush, it was all dots. If it was a highlight, it was all dots. So I thought it was really cool and it gave me kabuki.
Okay.
Maybe some kabuki. I thought it was cool.
Like
I thought it was pretty.
Party.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was pretty editorial, like seeing it kind of in a fashion magazine. The way they did the makeup.
I would have gave it to Neo, to be honest.
Just because
resourceful.
Yeah, I thought that was cool, but she didn't really use the makeup. She used it in her own way. Yes.
Which was the challenge.
Which was a challenge.
Did they say do a full? Oh, they did. They do a full face. So
I mean, she stuck
one.
She stuck each product on her face. She sure did. All of her
on her
face.
Full face.
Yeah, full face.
You know what? Neo's my winner.
Okay, work. But I don't agree. I mean, a jack-o'-lantern. I mean, ooh. You know?
But I mean, hey.
Hey.
She worked with what she had. And the prize for this week for the Fright Feet is immunity.
Gag.
Which is great at this point of the competition. It's like, hey, if JK had immunity last year, they'd still be there.
Yeah. And JK would have slayed this one, this little Fright Feet. JK would have slayed.
JK can paint a mug. JK, I would have been surprised. I would have wanted to see what they did.
Yeah.
TBH.
But you're gone.
You're gone. Bye. So in the laboratory, Cynthia's explaining her outfit, and she keeps calling the sphere a cube. Did you know the difference between a cube and a sphere?
Yes, bitch.
Okay, thank you, Jesus.
Yes.
And then Neo says, "Well, I guess I'm not the worst one with English this season,
baby," which
is crazy. Hopefully Miss Cynthia was, pulling the patch.
She's a little bimbo.
Let's hope she was pulling the patch, okay? Because circles and squares are different. So Cynthia was the one with the, the little thing as a kid that has like the triangle, the star. She was the one trying to force the star into the triangle.
Oh.
Forcing.
Spectra.
And then Neo pulls Throb aside to give them a masculinity lesson.
Which I was...
A Dorito.
I
didn't know that.
I didn't understand her. I didn't understand it.
Well, because Neo wanted a masculine present. Neo's femme as fuck. Come on.
Yeah, but Throb's Dorito method, that don't make sense. Does it?
Being super feminine myself, no.
No, it don't. What do you mean
shoulders?
What do you mean Dorito?
I mean, can't nobody push me and I'd be like this.
Yeah, like, does that mean you have to sound like this also?
I guess.
That's not masculine.
Girl. We definitely not the best teachers.
You better stop.
You better stop.
No, like this. You better stop.
Hetero. 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 Don't do me. But she gives her a lesson. She learns a lesson.
She do. The floor show for this week is a 1980s haunted house 2-in-1 look, which means that they have to have an 80s inspired look, and when the black lights turn on, you need to have a whole completely different look. A whole completely different look, from my understanding. Yes, from my understanding as well. It was a look. Okay. So, were haunted houses like more of a craze or popularity in the 80s or what? I don't know. Bitch, I was born in the 80s. I don't know. Oh. I thought you would know. Stupid hoe. No, but I do know that at carnivals, the black light, the dark rooms, kind of like at Disneyland, when you go to, what's the little kids area called? Whatever it's called. But they have all the dark rides, and it's just like super technicolored and everything glows in the dark. It's very that was very 80s at the time, and a lot of carnivals always had those rooms. Okay, worked. Okay. That's, yeah. So you answered my question. Yeah. Ooh, I'm sorry. It started again. I'm so sorry. Here we go. Take a shot every time she burps. I thought it was cool. I mean, I liked... It's a dope-ass challenge. It's a dope challenge. I love black light. I love neons. I love 80s. I love haunted. I love house. I love house, too. I love the. And techno. Yeah, I thought it was cool. We'll talk about it, obviously, but I think overall, I feel like everyone missed the mark. Don't you think? Like, it's kind of... Let's get into these looks. So first up, we have Throb Zombie. And mind you, they're the one with immunity. I don't give a fuck. I didn't like it. You didn't? I didn't like it. I mean, I got like, okay, do I see them at a haunted house? Yes. Are they gonna scare me? No. You know what? I would agree. I actually liked, I don't know if,
how do I say this? I feel like they were a priest, like a demonic priest.
Yeah, right.
So I feel like, little old me, little old Kendra Onixxx, little old Kenneth Hampton, I feel like the horn should have been omitted in the beginning. And then they should have came out when the black light shone, because that was when all the upside down crosses and all the blasphemous things came out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I at first I didn't really know what they were. It was like, what? Maybe it's just like a random creepy guy in a cloak. But then I was like, oh, it's when the lights turned on and you saw the crosses and everything. I was like, oh, it's some type of religious figure.
It's kind of like, you been to Disneyland? Yeah. The Haunted Mansion.
Yes. Okay,
so before you go into the graveyard, there's that man that's like telling you not to go in, like the insane sane man. So I feel like that's what they were going for, but once again, it was like, you're already demonic, so girl, I'm not going in.
Yeah, but and also too, like how we said, it was.
I'm sorry.
Another shot.
It just comes out.
How they said, you're supposed to have one look, and then when the lights turn on, it's supposed to look like you have a completely different look. Do you feel like that was accomplished?
No.
I don't think so.
I do feel like there were different aspects to the look once the black light came on.
Yeah, like,
it was not a different look.
Yeah, like a lot of designs just appeared.
Yes.
I thought that was
Which was
cool.
cool.
Like, oh, cool, but
like it was like a whole scene painted on the back.
Yeah. But even then I was like, that's not really a different look.
Yes. So that kind of, that kind of set the precedence of the night.
Yeah, so what do you give it?
I'm gonna give it a thumb. I mean, they have immunity.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a thumb.
I could give it a toe. They still have immunity. But I did like it. I liked when the black light came on and it was like very hellish.
Yeah, like those horns.
They were there in the beginning. Also, again, the prop malfunctioned.
The curse of the throb zombie.
It's the throb of it all.
The throb.
I don't know what was even supposed to come out of that Bible. Like, was it powder? Was it like fire?
But you would think, bitch, if the Boulets clocked you, I would rehearse that shit 10, 20. I wouldn't sleep. That's how my brain works. I would have been like, no, I'm gonna get this.
When I tell you, this is a workhorse. If they're in the competition, this bitch, I will give her the hardest song to learn. Like, okay, we go do this, we doing this together. She would know it verbatim the next day.
I will, because
I'll forget it.
I'm psychotic.
Because that's me. I'm
really competitive, and I'm
very, not really, very.
Yeah.
And a perfectionist, but.
And they are too. They are very competitive too, but it's like, if they clocked you the first time, girl, why?
You gotta make sure that shit works.
Yeah,
not the first time, not the second time, not the third time.
Yeah.
This is like the 88th time.
Like, your prop should be immaculate.
Immaculate.
Lint.
Well, it's immaculate, but I like mispronouncing things. Immaculate.
Lint.
Like, I wasn't sure if it, like the fire Bibles, I wasn't sure if it was one of those, or.
Like, what was supposed to happen?
I have no idea, because it didn't.
What?
I could have popped out of it. Like, grandmother bitch!
That would have been sickening.
Imagine. That would have been a big ass Bible though.
Well, what else were you saying in the phone?
That I wanted to go to the Prozoa concert. You know Prozoa?
No.
From Xenon Girl from the 21st Century.
That's Disney, huh?
A pop artist, anyways. Oh. And that I needed money. I was at the mall. My dad was sending me money. And it wasn't his money. It was my motherfucking grandmother's money. Grandmother bitch.
She needed money for her Ozempic.
I needed money for... I don't know what like I said, words was coming out. And then they started making sense, and that was the story.
It made sense, though.
That was the story.
I'm gonna give you that. It made sense.
I was like, here we go, girl. Even in the silhouette, I'm on. All right, bitch, what you gonna do?
See, now, if you had the lighting that they have now, I feel like what you did would have been more effective. But the fact that, it's besides the point.
Everything happens for a reason.
Everything does. And then look at you now.
Maybe I'm meant to be on season 6.
Just full of coom. Next up, we have Fantasia. Royale, Gaga, Saint Patois, Juju.
AKA Fantasia Royale Mama. Don't forget she had a
Mama.
baby now.
She do. When the shot started of her circulating that
The rotating platform,
rotating
which
platform,
is
it, and how she had her whole body wrapped around herself, I was like, bitch, she better work.
Yes.
Until her actual feet started sticking out. And I said, girl, are you taking a shit? Is the body coming out full form? Why do you have their arms at the top?
Okay.
Why is there titties?
She can't hide those.
You're right.
It's gonna be titties no matter if she is a pickle. It's gonna be a pickle with titties.
True.
If she a pencil, it's gonna be a number titty pencil.
A number titty pencil.
Shit.
I think
Them tetotas.
Tetotas. I think this look would have been more effective if she played it out to be like she was eaten by the snake,
That's what it was.
but her arms. Do you get what I'm like?
I do.
Like she should have had her arms inside of there and then performed her like exiting out of the snake, and maybe could have been like some naked bitch.
I didn't even think of all slimy.
Yeah, wouldn't that be sickening?
Yes, absolutely. I didn't even think of that. But you know what? When she was on the rotating platform and it was like all like around her, that was so sickening. And I wish the costume was just wrapped around her and there was no hands. I mean, I guess
that would have made it seem like
she got eaten.
The snake is eating her.
The snake is eating her.
And then she would have came out. That would have been a 2-in-1 look. Would it not have been?
2-in-1.
A 2-in-1.
2-in-1.
And that would have been sickening.
But I did like when the black light came on and she like froze and said, "Help me." I thought that was really cool.
And like the skeleton.
Yeah, I thought that was
cool.
really cool. But
it was a lot of like,
it was a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
That shit, what you just said.
Would have been dope.
Yeah. Oh my God.
See, I'm classy in silence.
Better go on me. But that would have been cool.
Yeah.
She probably would have won the challenge.
She probably would have. And then when I saw the feet, I was like, what the fuck is, like, why?
Okay, so for Titans, I think I told you this already. I was gonna have like a 5-foot silicone tail made. Before I decided on that look for the sea monster challenge. Before I decided on that look, I made sure I could support my body crawling down a hallway. It looks easy.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
It is not easy.
Well, you, I mean, at some point had some type of training like that.
Yes, very much. I mean, I was in the military for a while. I mean, I beat bitches up in a bar. Was good. But it's not easy. It's not. And I feel like she didn't plan ahead. She kept saying that I came prepared for this. She didn't plan ahead for this look. And I love the concept is cool. It looks really dope. Like there's some shots like when she's on the floor and you can't even see her face and you see the snake. That looks cool, but there's still arms.
Yeah, like that threw me off.
You need abs.
There was a lot of things that took me out of the fantasy, like the zipper
zipper
right here, and then also the zipper.
The seams busting in the back.
Like a lot of things like that.
The feet, the
even
hole in the stockings.
Especially the hole. You know, when you go to a drag show and you see a lot of like drag queens with their real hair showing in the back, or you know, certain things that it just
sideburns.
Exactly, it immediately takes you out of the fantasy, and that's what happened here for me.
Yes.
And it was very unfortunate because when she first came out, I was like, okay.
It looked cool.
And then immediately it was like Titanic, bitch.
She was even trying. She did. I will say
she did it.
When she realized, bitch, I gotta have my feet out and my arms were out. She still kept trying to do like the slithering moves. You know what I mean? Like she was slithering, she was working her body like a snake. I don't know if that's a song, but she made it work.
She did. I mean, obviously she
made it work.
She cut the tail because in a professional mindset, she was like, okay, well, you know what?
I need to walk.
I need to be self-reliant, but maybe I'm a bitch because of what I'm about to say, but I would have been that diva that would have just been like, someone.
I need to be carried.
I'm sorry. Like I would have done that. I'm sorry. Like
that's what I was planning. That's what I was planning on.
I would jeopardize whatever image y'all might perceive of me, and maybe like you might think whatever. But if I have to turn into a diva right then and there, like I would do it just for the fact of me fulfilling what I'm trying.
I don't feel like it's a diva to be.
I don't think so either.
Carried. I don't. That sounds like a diva. It's me saying that, but
there's been many times when you've helped me, and remember that pageant that I did.
Yes.
And I was being a diva.
Yes.
I was being a diva.
Yes.
So like, I recognize that.
When the pressure is on, the diva comes out. That's that's the nature of the beast.
I wish she would have kept that. You know, I wish she would. I know she's professional, and she's gonna be like, you know what? I just gotta figure this out on my own. You know, but I wish she would have just said, girl, no, someone's
carry me.
Yeah, dragging me, bitch. I don't give a fuck. You know.
You can wait.
Exactly.
Just like, look, I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble for this, but I remember, I forgot what episode it was. I was only on 3, but I still forgot.
So and so.
Yeah, and they were rushing me. And I still didn't have my nails on. So, you know, I'm like rushing, I had my nails and my glue. So I ran, and then it's a line to take pictures, and I'm like,
girl, let me sit
I'm about to go finish my nails. And then there was another time where they were rushing me. I was like, what they gonna do, film without me?
But I feel like that's the nature of just
that's the truth.
And stuff like that. Like, even though they probably do have 2-3 hours of just
I get the hard
space, but yeah, because
I get the hard times, but at the end of the day, what you gonna do? Film without me?
Exactly.
Huh. Go ahead, film without me. Let's continuity. Let's see if it works. No, I'm just playing, Boulets. I would never do that. Ever.
Me neither.
Ever. But for real, what you gonna do? Film without me?
What I'm gonna do.
So what do you get this look?
Exactly. I'm gonna sadly give this a one thumb down.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Sadly. Because I was very.
There was things that I liked about it. There was things that I hated about it. I'm gonna do this so it neutralizes.
That's fake.
It's not. I literally said everything I hated about it and everything I loved about it.
Now I'm being you. I'm like, where is
she? Can't hide her tetotas.
She can't, but
she can hide them arms and them toes.
She could have.
And them holes. You know what? I love you, Fantasia. You know that.
I do too.
So next up is Blackberry, and she came out as kind of like a sarcophagus, kind of like Anubis-esque. And then once the black lights hit, opened up and accentuated the story on the inside.
I think it was the same as Drop Zombie, where it was the same outfit, but when the black light hit, it revealed imagery and design and how you said
I agree.
Like accentuating whatever the design was already there.
But I do like the feet.
What with the feet?
The feet are like animal feet because she's Anubis.
Oh, I will say
they're like paws.
Blackberry's makeup was really good. I thought
Blackberry's a good makeup artist as well.
Blackberry's makeup was good this episode. I thought they did a really good job.
I like your makeup, Blackberry. I do.
That's good. That's great. I think the outfit is good. I think the outfit is...
The outfit is good. The outfit is expensive looking.
Yeah, expensive looking.
You know what? Let's not even say expensive looking. The outfit is expensive.
It's quality.
It's quality. It just for me, once again, it's not two looks.
It's not two looks, and it's also not 80s. And it's also really, it doesn't really give me
haunted house. I didn't even think of that. I forgot about the challenge. I just thought it was two looks.
It wasn't.
It wasn't 80s. It wasn't haunted house. No. It was a sarcophagus opened up. The body is bodying, as always. You know?
No.
So what do you give them?
I think just the level of quality and I think overall like makeup and everything. I mean, at the end of the day, I was like, oh, that's cool. When the black lights are in, I was like, okay. Visually, it looks really cool. Mm-hmm. Did it check off anything as far as a challenge? I don't think so. So,
yeah. I will say that Blackberry put on the monster teeth. So it made it a little more monster-esque because a lot of people were...
But you know what that gave me? It gave me, it's Halloween time. What's my default outfit? Come on, you know it.
Your default outfit?
What's the default Halloween outfit for people that don't do
Disturbia?
Dragula drag. Exactly, so the song choice is Disturbia. The outfit is black with harnesses and the contacts are what?
White.
Exactly.
I'm still giving it a thumb up.
I'm still that coincides with what the contestants are saying and what the Boulets are saying.
Yeah.
Who is Blackberry?
I want to be able, for me, I feel like Blackberry, she keeps saying that she's a jack of all trades, which is great. It's great to be very versatile as a drag performer because like myself, I'm booked all year. You know what I mean? And I'm sure Blackberry is booked all year. However, I could be standing all the way across the bar and somebody would know that's me.
Yeah, you could do like, you do alternative music, sometimes too far-fetched. I mean, I'm just saying for me, like I don't know a lot of the music, especially like alternative music. You would do it at brunch, whereas naturally something you don't do.
Yeah.
And people still live because you are Dragula, you don't try to be Dragula.
Yes, I am Dragula, I don't put on Dragula.
Like I don't, just because you have a beard and you're performing at brunch, I don't think that like qualifies you as like, you're edgy. You know what I mean? And
I do, I 100% get what
you get what I'm saying?
100%.
You know? Like I don't see
like I'm edgy without trying.
Exactly, like I don't see Blackberry saying like, "Ooh, I'm gonna wear this at brunch because I know it's gonna get." You know what I mean? Like,
and me, I'm like, I'm doing this, and I don't give a fuck.
Like, she's polished. I love a polished queen. I love someone that pays attention to detail. But when it comes to doing something like Dragula, you really gotta show us why you are.
And I think it's funny how Throb keeps coming for Fantasia, but has said nothing about Blackberry. And I feel like...
Wait, who's coming for Fantasia?
Throb.
T.
They won.
T.
They won.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you know what? It is
what it is. So next up we have a bootleg version of a Dragon Ball Z character.
Ooh, Majin Buu?
Yes.
I didn't know you'd watch Dragon Ball Z.
Yes, bitch.
I didn't know that.
I know when it's bootleg. Give it up for Organic.
You're a fucking asshole. You are
okay,
well, you are what you eat.
Ass. And what did you think about that look? Did it fucks? Or is it ass?
I didn't like this look. But well, okay, did you watch Scooby-Doo?
Like the old one?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The live action one?
Oh, I don't know, I like that.
Okay, but there's like it's a character, I believe, in the beginning of the movie that's like a ghost. Mm. And this is what it looks like to me. Little old me, little Kendra Onixxx. But I didn't get this. once again, I feel like everybody was really caught up on the black light aspect of the challenge and not the challenge at hand. And this is a no-go for me. And I usually love what organic does. But I will say this is 100% organic. I would, even if this was on somebody else, I'd be like, that's organic.
Yeah. So it has worked for them several challenges already, where it is authentically them. And it somehow did fit the challenge. Even though I bagged on him, it somewhat did. For this one, I was like, what are you
serving?
What are you supposed to be? You know, like what is it?
I didn't get it. I didn't get it at all. And I love organic. Like I really, truly do. And he knows this because I've messaged him, we've talked. I love him. I just don't get it. Maybe it's not for me to get. Maybe it's above my head.Maybe it's above my drag knowledge. I don't know.
But the challenge was pretty straightforward. I mean,
it was 1980s.
It added a lot
haunted house.
Yeah, there was a lot of layers to it, but the pretty straightforward layers. You know what I mean? Like
I did really like the lasers coming out of his mouth. I thought that was a cool look. I did, but got it.
It was Teletubby Toilet Bowl.
It was not Teletubby Toilet Bowl. It was not.
Okay, it wasn't.
But
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I have to. I'm sorry. I love you, but pero
no.
Say it in Spanish so he understands.
Orgatic.
So he knows your love.
Ya sé que muchas veces te ha dado unas críticas que no están en tu favor, pero te quiero decir que en este episodio simplemente no lograste lo que quisiste lograr. Y por eso te voy a dar este dedo para abajo y también Kendra, porque la mera verdad no la hiciste.
What does all that mean? My arm is tired. It started burning. Shit.
I was trying to read him in a New York energy.
Oh, okay, New York. She from New York. New York.
The icon New York.
Oh my God. Well, y'all tell us in the comments what that means, because I don't know. And my arm was burning, holding it up. Next up is Cynthia Doll, and her concept was kind of like, I guess what Throb was doing also, like the insane sane, like come on in and I'm gonna turn into like something that's gonna kill you. And what'd you think about her look?
When she came out, and the look, I started really looking at the look. I was like, oh, that's really cute. I like that. But then I started thinking about what the challenge is. And the challenge is 1980s.
80s check.
House. 80s check. Haunted house. 2-in-1 look. She got the 80s. But I don't even think it was 80s because as soon as I saw her, I was like, yes, Raver Girl, I'm living. I was living because I know that we're
80s.
No, I think it was at the like late 80s, and it started in
90s.
Early 90s, yeah. So technically, it's not really an 80s thing. I don't think. I could be wrong, but as far as California, I think it started in the 90s. Anyway, I thought it was really cute, me personally. But when I really realized, I was like, okay, this is not part of the challenge. I was like, it was really like bottom for me. And that's really sad to say because I love you, Cynthia, and you are a star, but this was a miss.
Oh my God. I would have to agree.
Yeah.
Like, right when she came out, I don't know how she felt about this look, but she gave me, this is the best look. I am on the runway, eat this up. So the confidence was there, which is part of being a drag performer. You know what I mean? But this was a raver. Like, this is somebody I went to school with, and I mean, I graduated in 2003. So I did. This was somebody. This was somebody I went to school with, and then the totas came off, and there were eyeballs, and then the face lit up.
I thought the
I liked her little mouth guard. Yeah. I love that.
I thought the black light, the makeup that she did for the black light, I thought it was cool, but like I said, it wasn't a 2-in-1 look.
It wasn't. It
wasn't. And
the black light came on, and look at what I have on my outfit.
Yeah, and it was like, it wasn't that scary, and I agree. They should have turned on the lights.
What do you mean?
So they could have seen that makeup. Then they would have been like, whoa, scary. Well, because she paints to look a little crackheady.
She paints, her signature is that nose, and she got it in with the black light.
She did.
She got that in with the black light. It
wasn't scary. It didn't fit the brief at all.
Oh, she said that she was the person outside of the haunted house telling everybody to come in.
No.
But it looks more like me. She was the person outside of the rave telling me to go to the afters.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I'm going where she going.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it looked like to me.
Mm-hmm. And I will go too.
So what do you give this look?
Can I be biased? Just go half.
I love Cynthia so much.
I love you too.
And once again, this is somebody that I text. This is somebody that I call. So, hey.
Okay, so lastly, we have BOUview. And when I tell you...
Are you about to cry?
I want to,
Oh my God.
Because I was fucking gagging.
Okay.
I was fucking gag.
Oh.
And you know what? You know what?
Oh, okay, work. Oh, double. Oh my God, again?
No.
Okay. You know, I like this look.
Let me clarify. Was it a 2-in-1? No.
It was not a 2-in-1.
Was it 80s? It gave me 80s. It gave me 80s because Baywatch, I feel like bodybuilding, Gold's Gym, I feel like
That's
all
90s.
Was that 90s?
Baywatch is 90s.
Oh shit.
But Jazzercise was 80s.
That's what I'm saying, like it gave me athletic people in the 80s or shit, like, you know? Stuff like that. Obviously, to the 10th, 100th degree, because of how extreme they went for.
People look like that in the 80s and the early 90s. They really did. Like I said, I liked this look. I really did. And once again, for me, little old Kenny, little old Kenneth Hampton, little old Kendra. Oh my God, I said Kenny and Kenneth Hampton. Jesus, am I Kendra Onixxx anymore? But it wasn't 2 looks in one for me.
It wasn't.
It was, I'm gonna take my head off and then boom.
But
this was visually striking. It was something that no one expected BOUview to do at all. And like the simple fact that she had all these little gags, that worked.
That all worked. That's what gagged me, because
that worked.
Because, you know, it was obviously all the detail when the black lights turned on. I was like, okay, that's cool. You know, it didn't fit the brief, but that's cool. And then they brought out the big crazy...
The head, the body, the slime, the fucking of said body. It wasn't fucking,
it was ramming.
That gave me more sex than the sex worker challenge.
Exactly. I was turned on. I was gagged. I was inspired.
Did you sniff some poppers after?
I definitely was sniffing poppers during.
Are you a Rush girl?
I am a I am, but the strong ones.
The black one?
The black label.
Oh, okay. Jesus. I don't like headaches.
This was everything.
I do not like headaches. I loved it.
This was
I do love
everything.
it. I do love it.
When
I like it.
I loved it. I loved it because this is someone that has said that they're not proficient in performance or being on stage, but this, I mean,
You're right. Every single look they present is a performance.
It's a performance.
So I feel like in Nia Hulu's mind, she's thinking of the get on up. And sometimes you don't need to do that.
No.
Most times you don't need to do that. Mm-mm. And Nia Hulu has proved this competition that if the performer is in you and you can evoke an emotion and you can make someone feel a type of way, when
I tell you the sensations I felt when I was watching that, I was like, why do I feel this? Like, why am I so gagged, but also like things were tingling?
Really?
I swear, I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
My Dizzle, okay. Well, we know what she gave them.
And then all that's...
the slime, did it give you like...
It turned me on.
Deep penetration to the second hole where like no man has gone?
Well, no man has...
The third hole.
Oh, there's a third hole?
Huh.
Was she, with that thing? She hit my third hole. She sure did.
Shut up. So before the judges gave their critiques or who's the top, who's the bottom, they asked them who do they think should go home. And every single contestant said somebody different. Which tells me it's a strong cast.
It's a strong cast. It's a very strong cast.
And there's no alliances. Lazy.
Oh my God. I think this is the ultimate gag for this type of things to happen because
you want the drama of like, they should go home because this, that, and the other, and they should also go home for this, that, and the other. But it was none of that.
Yeah, because, you know, production or whoever's pulling the strings,
the show.
They always think like, okay, here comes that question. Let's turn it upside down. No, the contestants turned it upside down for
everybody.
On everybody. And I think that was the ultimate gag, and I lived for it.
I was gagged when Fantasia said organic, to be honest. Because they were all like, I feel like in the cauldron, in the
like she's
laboratory, they're like, you know,
she
cute,
really had a problem
chummy.
with them.
But I mean, hey, I don't know, maybe they talked about it.
That's what I also
maybe they were like, okay, so if they ever ask us this question, we're gonna just say somebody else that's not named yet, okay? But I would have been like, I agree with them.
I would probably do that. I think they all had their own opinions.
They did. Everybody had their own opinions. They stuck to their own opinions. As the kids are saying, don't they say like they stood 10 toes down? Isn't that the new saying?
10 toes down. Standing on big business.
That's what they say, standing on big business. The judgment comes down. Nia Hulu wins. You clearly agree with that?
I agree.
I mean, it's a snail trail behind here. Y'all can't see it.
There is.
And Cynthia and Organic are in the bottom. Do you agree with that?
I'm gonna disagree, and I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna disagree about Cynthia being in the bottom. Simply because I really honestly thought that Fantasia missed the mark and she flopped.
I felt like this should have been one of them times that if you ain't in the top, you in the bottom.
Oh.
TBH.
Which would have been those three, right? Which
those five. Wait,
no, because
2, 4, 6, those
Blackberry.
6?
Yeah, Blackberry too.
Hey. Or like how they did for the wedding challenge season 2. You won, but you're still in the extermination challenge. And I feel like everybody missed the mark. The Boulets even said it in the beginning.
Everyone did.
So then everybody should pay the cost.
I just, Neo.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Neo fucked it up. I'm sorry.
Hey, Neo
fucked it up. I'm sorry.
However, everybody should have been in the extermination challenge, in my opinion.
I think for sure Fantasia. Like I was kind of like, what? Fantasia's not in the bottom, but it's not. I didn't, you know.
But Fantasia had a clear concept behind her look. What was Cynthia's concept? We know what the concept was, but did you get that off the runway?
No.
Did you get Orgotic's concept off the runway?
It was. It's always.
What was
creepy.
the concept?
There was no clear concept, but the creepiness was there.
Orgotic is creepy.
Yeah. So
his talking heads have rotted teeth. Orgotic is creepy.
Yeah. Well, maybe Cynthia and Fantasia. How about that? Because I
don't agree with that.
No, you think
there was, for me, there was a thought process behind what Blackberry did. There was a thought process behind. Well, Throb is out of the equation because they had immunity.
Mm-hmm.
There was a thought process behind what Fantasia did. There was a thought process, obviously, behind what everybody did, but it wasn't clear on the runway. For me, for Orgotic, I was lost. And for Cynthia,
that's fair.
I wanted to party and pop a Molly.
That's fair. Me too.
Pop a Molly, I'm sweating. Woo.
Ooh. So the extermination this week is that they have to do a maze.
Mm-hmm.
But the maze is out of all laser beams, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a spy. You're trying to.
Dun, 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 dun. Come on, little Kim.
So if it's technically a path, you just can't see it, and if you're going the wrong way, you're gonna get electrocuted.
Yes.
That's intense.
That is, and the Boulet said, if you pass out from electrocution, that's on you.
You're out of it.
You're out of it.
You're out.
They didn't say they was gonna stop if you heard in. They said if you pass out, you lost.
Yeah. Make sure you wake up. And
would you do that?
I would. I would probably be crying. I'm not gonna lie. Just not even knowing where you're stepping. It's
hard. I felt like I would have just ran.
But you can't do that.
Why not? If I get electrocuted, I'm gonna go the other way.
I don't think. No.
I ain't gonna be one box. No.
I'm sure they determined it through a shot collar, and then if you pass through red, obviously you have to go slow. So you pass through red.
I want you to get a shot collar for one of them.
Unless it's automatic.
David's dog.
Oh girl,
he barks a lot. So ultimately, sadly to say, Cynthia Doll gets eliminated. We love you. We cry for you. Send her messages. I'm sure you guys have already. And if you haven't, you better send her a motherfucking message saying you love her.
But
she did.
You're God.
Bye.
Bye.
6 feet under by now.
We love you though.
So that was the episode. Do you agree?
That was a fucking episode. I'm gonna have to agree.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to agree because I feel like the people that are moving forward are deserving of moving forward.
I won't say she's not deserving of moving forward, but what I will say is that concepts need to be clear, and I shouldn't have to ask you what the fuck you're doing.
Because it's a lot. A lot of it is you having to perform to portray that message.
Yes.
And a lot of them kind of just don't really go all the way, I guess. But
like I said, it should have been one winner, and everybody should have been in the bottom. But what do y'all think? Do you guys agree?
Let us know.
Do y'all agree with her? Y'all agree with me? Y'all agree with the Boulets? Y'all agree with yourself?
Let us know.
Let us know. Like, share, subscribe. Hit the bell. Wherever it is.
Follow my sis.
Kendra Onixxx. Follow my sis.
At Mayday. And we will see you.
When we see your ass, because we don't want to see next week, because we might be lying. Bye.
You're so right.
Done.